find the area of a circle. But before I start, I want to make sure that that you understand exactly what I mean by finding the area of a circle, okay? An area by definition is the number of square units that fit inside an object. And so, but when you're looking here and you notice there's a lot of whole squares, but if you look especially around the edge, there's a lot of squares that aren't particularly whole. So it's very hard for me to count the number of squares that fit inside this circle to determine the area. So that's what we're going to use the formula. Area is equal to pi r squared. Or if you want to break it down, it's pi, which we're going to use 3.14 for pi, times r times r. So it's pi r squared, pi times r, and that will tell us the number of squares inside a circle. And r stands for the radius. Okay? So let's do some examples. I also want to say that a hint from me to you is to always write the formula. It sounds like it's a waste of time to just keep writing the formula and plugging it in, but it really helps you catch mistakes, and it helps your teacher see as well if you're making mistakes or what kind of mistakes you're making, okay? So we want to find the area. That's what we're doing for all of these, is finding the area. And so the formula is area is equal to pi r squared. So I'm going to plug in what I know. I still don't know the area. I know pi is 3.14, and I know that this is my radius, this is 1, so it's going to be times 1 times 1, and let me hide all this over here. Oops. Okay. So now I can put this in the calculator, 3.14 times r times r. Notice it's not r times 2. It's times radius times radius. So 3.14 times 1 is 3.14, and since we're dealing with centimeters, it is centimeters and then it is squared. Okay, so it's 3.14 square centimeters. So if I have a circle with a radius of 1 centimeter, that means 3.14 squares would fit inside this circle right here. All right, we've got this example here. We have a circle, and here the diameter is given. So it's important to note that the radius of this circle is 5 meters because you need the radius, not the diameter. So again, the formula is area is equal to pi r squared. So I'm going to plug this in here. My pi is 3.14. My radius is 5, and then times 5 again. So I've got pi r squared. So I'm going to put this in the calculator, and when I put it in the calculator, I end up with 78.5 square meters. Okay. Here's another example. We have this circle. Again, we want to find the area, and the radius is 2 centimeters. Area is equal to pi r squared. So area is equal to 3.14 times 2 times 2. So when we punch this in the calculator, we end up with 12.56, and I ran out of room, but it's square centimeters. Now, sometimes we don't have pictures when we're doing these examples, so we have to, read the information and pull it out. It says, what is the area when the radius is 9 inches? So area is equal to pi r squared. So area is equal to 3.14 times 9 times 9. So I'm going to put all this in the calculator. Sorry, I can't do this one in my head. And that is 254.34 square inches. Alright, let's try another one. What is the area of a circle if the diameter is 3 meters? So what's important to note here is that it's the diameter that's given. Well, if the diameter, if all the way across the circle is 3, that means the radius, or from the center to the edge, is 1.5 meters. So we're going to plug that, we're going to use that into the formula. So we're going to say area equals pi r squared. So area is equal to 3.14 times, I'm trying to make that multiplication dot bigger, 1.5 times 1.5. This is why sometimes you'll see people use parentheses, because then there's no mistaken. You're just multiplying all of it together. So it's 3.14. 7.065, and because we're dealing with meters, it is square meters. All right, and then let's do one more. Sorry, make sure I have enough room here. All right, it says a sprinkler that sprays water in a circular area can be adjusted to spray up to 30 feet. What is the maximum area of lawn that can be watered by the sprinkler? So if you've got a sprinkler, we'll call this a sprinkler, and it sprays 30 feet, and it sprays in a circular, and it is so not a circle, but sorry. I've got to fix that, I'm sorry. Of course, I probably don't have enough room, do I? So we're going to say this is 30 feet. That doesn't really look much better, does it? But this is what the sprinkler will cover. Um, the sprinkler will cover all this area within here. So that's what you're trying to figure out, is how much area will the sprinkler cover. So again, area is equal to pi r squared. So area is equal to pi, which is 3.14, times 30 times 30. So I'll punch this in the calculator. And I get 2,826 square feet.